Before we get started, I'm on Cameo. It's that thing where celebrities and YouTubers and stuff can record personal messages for you. Birthdays, holidays, pep talks, general greetings. I can do them. I will say words at you or a loved one. If you're interested, just head to cameo.com/Arlo stuff. Just scrape it off. My friends, I cannot tell you how happy I am to be in this post-direct frenzy where we're making videos and all these reactions and discussions about great games, to be here making a discussion video about a new 2D Mario game. And that's not because I'm a massive fan of 2D Mario. In fact, I am one of the few people in the world, like I'm unusually uninterested in 2D Mario, considering how everyone adores it, loves it completely. I'm just not as into it. I'm not as into traditional straight-up 2D platformers. And Mario in particular, is just, the formula is so old, the level design's great, the games are great, they don't really do a lot for me. And that is why I am so pleased to find myself having a new Mario 2D platformer that is so cool and so exciting that I have to do a whole video just on that. I'm pleased as punch. Nintendo revealed Super Mario Bros. Wonder. And it's one of those, it's a Nintendo move because of how unexpected it is, but it's unexpected because it's such a not Nintendo thing. This game looks weird. It's the name of the game. That's the theme. That's the theme. Weird. Nintendo doesn't do straight up weird that much. You know, they'll do like quirky little individual projects, you know, new IPs, that kind of thing. But like, we're talking Mario here. You and I both know how ridiculously overprotective Nintendo has historically been of Mario and Mario's style. They don't want Mario to be too weird because Mario has to be very approachable, very much, you know, it's Mario. It's got to work for the masses. It's their mascot. It's their number one thing. If people are going to play a Nintendo game, it's Mario. So Nintendo doesn't want to push it too much. They don't want to push the boundaries. They don't want to get too weird and creative. And so Mario has been a little plain, especially in the 2D, the entire series of new Super Mario Bros. Games, very by the books, very much just using the same exact DNA that was established back on the NES and the Super NES. And clearly, they have been kind of feeling that too. You know, we've been a little tired of it, and they've been feeling that, and or they've been looking at us feeling that. This is weird. I could not in any timeline have imagined them doing this and saying, okay, it's true, Mario has gotten a little stale. I thought when it came time for them to do a new 2D Mario, I did think it would be something that was actually new and not quote-unquote new. I thought it would, you know, I thought they would make it interesting, especially because, like, we got Mario Maker 2. They've really explored the entirety of what, like, Mario and his traditional abilities and things can do. We've seen it all. We've seen it all. So I thought it would be interesting. I thought a new Mario would be interesting. Introduce some cool new mechanics, cool new concepts, even visually. Did not think weird. Did not think that they would go, okay, so let's go completely in the opposite direction. Let's make something just off the wall. Something bizarre. Something that twists people's expectations so much. Just such a ridiculous degree. Let's get to the game itself. Because I just can't believe it. I can't believe it. So it's weird. Let's look at the look, the visuals that we've seen so far. Weird, yes. Also gorgeous. Gorgeous. Every shot, every frame in this trailer is a joy to behold. And again, even just saying that about a 2D Mario game, you know, like, they never look bad, but they never look great. This is gorgeous. It's the use of color. It's these vibrant, like, neons and pastels and rainbowy kind of thing, and everything, it's stylized. And that's what we don't normally get with Mario. Mario is stylized like a Mario game, but this is stylized in its own unique way. Everything, the backgrounds, the characters, the animations, just everything. Particular standouts are the backgrounds. So gorgeous, so amazing, so many just... I love backgrounds in any game, especially in like a platformer like this. I want some eye candy, and this delivers. Just so much cool stuff in the background. You got like the ocean, and there's like islands, but the island that looks like a wave itself, and the clouds look like waves, just like weird stuff like that. In the final shot, you have like the rolling hill, and it looks like a traditional Mario rolling hill. It's very roundish, but it's like covered in the foliage and the way that it waves in the wind, and just the color, the lighting, the shine of it. It's so cool. So that's one standout. The other standout, I would say, it's the animations. It's the character animations. Mario specifically, like, and this is something Nintendo does not touch this stuff. The way that Mario looks and is depicted, again, they're so protective of it, but they took the liberty here to make Mario look different, just in the way that he looks when he is moving around and running and jumping and everything. It's like this really fun, like, way that it's like snapping between different poses, but I can't even really describe what it is about. It's just different. It looks more stylish, and it looks different from any way that Mario has looked, and that stands out so much. Everything else about the game could have been the same, but it could have used like the traditional animations, just look exactly the same as the new Super Mario Brothers games, and this still would look great. But that little detail it's making such a massive difference for me personally. And then of course you have the specifics of just weird new enemies. Everyone's roller skating? Why is everyone roller skating? It's like it's the rainbow thing. It's like a weird like 60s vibe on all of this. I don't get it, but just like, yeah, every shot is just something weird, something new, something different. And of course, let's talk about like that primary mechanic. You know, it's Super Mario Brothers Wonder, and they say whenever, you know, you collect Wonder Seeds, and whenever you get a Wonder Flower, it makes stuff weird. It just makes stuff weird. And I assume that each level that has one, hopefully every level has one, maybe it's just one section per level, I don't know. But it looks like whenever you get it, you don't know what's gonna happen. Sometimes it shows Mario changing or transforming, or it shows the environment getting all weird. Like, you basically never know, and that's so exciting. Just as a mechanic, that's just exciting. Going into a level and you never know what weird thing is gonna happen, that's fun. And sort of an aside, but it's incredibly funny, because just the other night I was watching Vinesauce stream, and apparently they do like chaos versions of like different games, and he was doing Ocarina of Time Chaos, where like you can set a timer for any time you want, and every time the timer goes off, it just creates a new weird thing that just changes the game. It changes Link's size, it changes how damage works, it changes something visually, and it's just really funny because that's a really cool idea. And I'm basically seeing it here in this Mario. Whenever you get a Wonder Flower, something weird happens. You never know what it's gonna be. So I love that mechanic. I think that's really terrific. But there's so much more. There's so much more about this game. Nintendo likes to take like one little gimmick thing and be like, that's the thing the whole game is hinged on, but it's not. It's got the weird themes running through the whole thing, and it manifests in so many different ways. Daisy, Wario, Waluigi, and Donkey Kong. They don't get to be in mainline Mario. That has been a rule, not a spoken rule, but we have seen it observed across dozens, hundreds of games. They're not in the mainline. They're in party games, you know, they're in sports games, but that's it. Why is Daisy here? I don't know. Because it's awesome, and because it's weird, and because it breaks convention. It breaks the Mario convention. Daisy's here. Not only that, but I love how normally, like, even if they add extra characters that you can unlock or through DLC or something, usually with a Mario game that's co-op, 4 players, there's only 4 characters to choose from, like initially, you know? It's Mario, Luigi, Toad, Toad. It's Mario, Luigi, Toad, Peach. But here, no, you got Mario, Luigi, Toad, Peach, Daisy. There's more than 4, because why would there only have to be 4? There's more than 4. You know, like it doesn't have to fit like it usually does. Daisy's here. Other little things. This could technically just be a trailer thing. I don't think so, because the rest of the trailer seems to be very intact. All of the UI elements are all there, all the HUD. There's no timer. Have you noticed that? There's no timer. I hate the timer. I hate it. It's one of the reasons I cannot mesh with 2D Mario, because even if I'm in the mood to play a 2D platformer, don't rush me. I'm trying to take my time, pull off tricks, collect collectibles. Why are you timing me? I am playing this game alone. Alone in my home. What is the point of rushing me? There's no point. There's no timer here, though. There's no timer. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy. That's just one little thing that's only one little thing that makes me excited to play this. Another new thing, it's not heavily featured throughout the trailer, but in this one shot here, you can see background level. And it's funny because for years now, I bet there are a lot of people like this. For years, whenever I imagine, what could they do with 2D Mario that they haven't done? I'm like, what can you do with 2D platformers? My mind always just goes to you could go in the background. And it's not a huge idea. You know, lots of platformers do it. Donkey Kong Country does it. Tropical Freeze, they do that. The foreground, the background, or Returns does it quite a lot. Not Mario though, but here you go. It looks like that is a thing. It's not the only thing. You know, again, it's not ooh, look, this is the gimmick that the whole game is hinged on. It didn't even show it. But clearly, it's here. I mean, you can assume. Just look at it. There's stuff in the background. At some point, you're going to switch to the background. So, that's a thing right there. Cool. And then, of course, if you're talking new, it's not even worth talking about all the new mechanics and power-ups, because there's just a lot. That's the game. We just got to play it. I mean, you could be an elephant, I guess. I don't know why. I don't know why. And that does make me wonder if we're going to be transforming into other animals, maybe? Or is that just I don't know, elephant power-up? We had squirrel, raccoon. What's unexpected? What is unexpected? What's the last animal you expect Mario to turn into? I guess elephant wouldn't be last, but it wouldn't be very high up on the list. You know? And here's a very new thing, though. This little talking flower. I'm torn on this talking flower. Because this talking flower seems to just kind of talk, whenever you get near it, it'll just say a thing. I assume that there will be the voice acting in the final version. Maybe it's not just for the trailer or something. I'm torn. On the one hand, I hate it because I hate commentary from characters. I hate quips. I don't shut up. Even just in the trailer, I was just stop talking. Stop saying something every time I do something. On the other hand, it is potentially a cool idea because even just the concept of commentary and language-based humor in a Mario game is itself so unusual that I have to respect the idea. Mainline 2D Mario is not about words, you know? They want this just no words at all. You're just playing a game. It's all just Bowser grab Peach, run away. That's it. So I don't know, just the fact that they're doing it like that, that's really respectable. And they're even putting humor in there, at the end. Oh, that Goomba looks really serene, and then Mario kills it, and it's oh, okay, well, that's funny. There's a lot of potential to just add little funny bits of humor in there. So yeah, it's the kind of thing I gotta play the game before I know for sure how I feel. But at the very least, I think it's cool that they're trying. Oh, and can we talk about the music? Can we talk about the music? Mario music is already a thing. Mario music is already great. Basically always. Oh, but the music in this trailer, it takes it to another level. You got the cool little acapella There's multiple different tracks here, and they're all just awesome. I don't know, they're just really super good, and if the whole entire theme of the game is weirdness, I am over the moon just imagining the soundtrack. Just imagining what songs come out of it, and what new songs I get to use as background music in videos and things like that. Very, very exciting. If I want to nitpick, which I do, because I love just sharing opinions of all kinds. The name Super Mario Bros. Wonder, I think it's cool because it's weird, it's unusual. Just the word wonder, really? Like, that's the name? Strange. It just doesn't flow. If it was like Super Mario Wonder, like Super Mario Sunshine, Super Mario Odyssey, that'd make more sense. But I get that they want to keep the brothers because that's the 2D series, but just Super Mario Brothers Wonder, it's a little weird. It just doesn't really flow. Doesn't really have a flow to it. That's a minor gripe, though, because overall, just everything about this, the theme, the visuals, it's just, they just said, let's make a Mario game that surprises people. Let's show them that we are not stuck, that Mario is not just stuck in the mud, has to be a certain way forever. You know, and especially like as the first original Mario game in so long, you know, even just since New Super Mario Bros. U, it's been like over 10 years. So even just there, it's the first 2D Mario game at all in quite a long time. But then if you don't count the new, like if you consider this as like something genuinely new and not just like a new version of the old thing, you know, the new games, they emulated the old so much. This is a legendary event. This is Mario genuinely doing something new since 1990 something or other. That is a momentous occasion, and it's unreal. And I want to play it. I want to play it. 2D platformers, not always my thing. Mario 2D platformers, not always my thing. Not really my thing much at all. This looks great. This looks fan-stinking-tastic. And that is that. That is how I feel about Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Please tell me what you feel about it. I'm sure it's not like literally every single person in the world's cup of tea, but it seems pretty close. It feels nice to just have a game. Whenever Nintendo just reveals a game, and basically everybody, essentially everybody, is just like, that looks amazing. That's incredible. Everybody's excited to play it. Even grumpy old Arlo. That's saying something. So let me know. I got a lot more post-direct videos to start making. So I will catch you later. Love you. Bye-bye.